Right, we'll get it underway then. This is my punishment game for failing to tolerate At Dead of Night. Feels like ages ago, because it was. That weekly one-shot was just horrible. The game was god-awful. I can't believe it followed up from such a wonderful FMV game before it with Chief Inspector Jenks. What was the name of that one again? Contradiction, I believe. Yeah, that feels about right. Okay, so this punishment game is Trombone Champ. Kaladin put it forward. It won the role. Tripping over myself already. Clearly, I've just got the jitters after that Maniac Mansion run. So, we're going to give this a shake for a couple of hours, as is the way that we do our punishment games. It had a lobby behind it. Commissar Kitty was on it, and so were some others who I've forgotten, but it doesn't matter, because Kaladin's the one that won it. Let's get it going. New game. It's probably a rhythm game, so surely I will do well. Have you played this before yourself,
so
Morgan?
It comes to pass. Ages after the twin vessels were forged, a new soul appears. Brave soul, one day you will stand before two baboons. One day you will rend the very fabric that binds this land. But until that day comes, you must toot. Toot your trombone, brave soul, and you may yet become the Trombone Champ.
There we go. Where do you get off calling this a meme game, Jetpack? It's already making more sense than a Final Fantasy. Alright, let's get it underway. Wait, I hope it remembered all my sensitivity settings. It did? Did I really have that there? I suppose I did. Okay, very good. Let's get it underway then. Ittle Ottle Black Bottle, Ittle Ottle you. You look like a frat. We'll go with you. Jubilant, Studious. No indication of what either of these do. Let's be Jubilant then. Lots of locked instruments. Perhaps we'll unlock them as we go. And you have no choice but to do warm-up. Alright, let's do warm-up then. If anything is too loud for you, then too bad. We're all facing the punishment together. So you can play your trombone by clicking on the mouse or clicking on your keyboard, and you get your champ meter up. But there's also a breath meter. Don't hold notes too long. Okay. Guess you need big lungs for this. It's quite simple. You just twitch this up and down with your mouse. And I'm alternating between spacebar and left clicking for the playing. Alright, my trombone's getting pretty warm. Yes, my trombone's getting warm. Fully warmed up my trombone. Yes, I've warmed up my trombone. Easy. Easy peasy. I'll accept nothing short of S rank. There we go. So it looks like you earn your toots. Maybe those are used for the unlocks. I don't know, but let's never play that. That was uninspiring. Right, where do we go from here? We've got a lot of songs to play, but let's do O Canada properly. If we have requests for the songs, I will undertake them. But don't do a Leighton and just throw the hardest song you know of at me. I've only just picked this game up. With glowing hearts we see these rise, the something, something strong and free. Those quick jumps are tough. Is that a beaver? There we go, perfecto! Canada gets my A game. Now, it's not that this game is a meme. The trombone is a mean instrument. Well, I'm not really into any instrument, so I wouldn't know. Ooh! This one looks considerably harder. Maybe I'll wait off a bit on that. Zoot wants Marseillaise. Okay. Ooh, 20 million BC was the first trombone. Now that I didn't know. Oh god! This is tough. Really tough. It comes at you so fast. Then again, I think I'm a natural at this. Champ meter's up there. Oh, wow. I feel so passionately patriotic for France. That was a pretty tricky one. We still handled it pretty well. Exactly. Yeah, I think not. How about some Jingle Bells? Need the Mountain King at one point. Oh, really? Couldn't be much further away from Christmas right now. Actually, I bet it's Christmas time down under. Whenever Blobber's streaming, he's wearing his warm fuzzy jacket. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to something, something day. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. I don't know the words to this. And if you think, hey, just read them, they're on the screen, my eyes are focused elsewhere. Oh, jingle bells, Batman smells, Robin flew away. Ah. Jake, keep one eye on the lines and the other on the lyrics. Surely LASIK prepared you for that. Oh, I can't believe I S-ranked that. That was apparently very perfecto. I'm actually pretty good at looking at two things at the same time, because when I was a kid I used to watch both my brothers play games at the same time. But things are very fast moving here. Ugh, well, okay, let's get festive. How do you not know the words to Jingle Bells? Because in my family at Christmas time, we play the Mr. Hanky Christmas carols. So I could sing you the festive Christmas song, Dead, Dead, Dead. Who knows if it's in a couple months or 50 years from now. But no matter when it happens, it will seem too soon to you. So look long at that Christmas tree when you snuggle into bed. And thank God for your family, 'cause someday they'll be dead. Dead, 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 everyone you know dead. That's what we listen to at Christmas time. This doesn't feel right for some reason. See, I'll take the Mr. Hanky Christmas carols over this any day of the week. Ah, easy peasy. Yeah. Broke right out of there, not a single meh. I'm on my A game today. North American baseball theme. Alright, sure. Let's do this for Uncle Sam. The highest note playable on trombone is so high pitched that I couldn't read it. Alright. I don't know much about baseball, but I assume it's like rounders. Okay, that isn't distracting at all. Feels like I'm getting smacked with those. Now that's the punishment right there. So, as I often say, a good punishment game is at least one of three things. Punishing for me to play, punishing for viewers to watch, or extremely difficult. So far, this is absolutely not punishing to play. I mean, it's a rhythm game. I tend to enjoy those. And it's not that difficult. I'm sure there are hard songs, but the core concept here is pretty easy. The hardest part is when you very quickly have to go from the bottom to the top. That has to stop. So the only thing I can hope is that it's punishing for you, otherwise it's a failure of a punishment game, but I'm having a good time. I even got myself a S rank on 5 tracks achievement. I feel like I've heard this in Banjo-Kazooie. Let's go for it. Most trombones owned is... Oh man, that brings up too fast. Game's loading too quickly. I want my fun facts. Dun, dun, dun. Contextually, when would you ever hear this song? So it feels like something I've heard before. I know where I've heard this song. It's from the Lemmings. Lemmings loves to use classical music. And this sounds like a classic. Just look at it. Today I learned that this song was real. Yeah, most songs are. Clawing in those S ranks. Come on, when does this game get hard? Oh yeah, come on. This one's for the Germanics out there. Takes over 3,000 tons of brass for a trombone. I'm starting to think that these facts are straight from Did You Know Gaming. Not bad. I don't think I liked my inputs there, but I felt pretty good about it though. This is taking all my focus, actually. It's quite tough. Whew! Crikey. Oh yeah, still an A rank. Damn right. It was calling me a lot of nasties there when I thought I was doing pretty good, but hey ho. When you feel up for it, try some of the harder songs and unlocks, says Calda. Working my way through it. Yeah, crikey, I don't know how that gets off being... Maybe it's because of all those short dupes, they really threw me. Sakura. I don't think that's the same Sakura we play in DDR. Oh yeah, when the Saints come marching in, let's go. Oh, when the Saints, oh, when the saints go marching in. I thought it was come marching in. It's alright, you can compliment my solo there. Tough. I think we're out of the easy zone now. Still good fun though. Too much fun. For a while, some company claimed copyright over this. That's the reason you don't get one of those old Pokemon games giving you a birthday tune. Lyrics to this? I can't really look down at the bottom of the screen to check, but what would even the lyrics to this be? Is it just different ways of saying happy birthday to you? Back to the easy zone then. Oh, just short of the S rank. Right, Parappa wants Hall of the Mountain King. Probably gonna find that that's some horribly difficult song. Looks pretty hard. Ooh. Hey! Does this slow down the game or just the scroll? Let's try it. I want to see if that makes the song faster or not. Or just the scroll. Because a slower scroll might be handy here. It's called scroll speed. Yeah, well, I'd rather be sure. Ah, this is maybe better. Who designed an instrument just to sound like they're farting? That was bad. Oh god, speeding up. Hold it together. Oh, poor wrist. Jeez, that was rough. Wonder if this would be better for me if we're going from the bottom to the top. Ah. Whew. Bravo, what a performance. Absolutely stunning. At least my worst one's to the very bottom there. Right, Zarathustra. Alright. Here's our bleeding, yes. Dark Young, notable classic music enthusiast. Is that it? Is this even really a song? What a terrible suggestion this was. This isn't music. It's just sound. I think he did just fart. I warmed up my trombone for this. Alright, N-Raptor wants the entertainer. Looks tough. Oh! Da 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 da. Okay, right, we can do this. At least I know this tune. Bring it on. Uh-oh. Tough. bet this looks so much easier than this is. I hope so, because I'd love to see someone else fail at this miserably. I think I'm holding my own pretty well. Ah, right, Zileb wants to see Bumblebee. Not my favourite Transformer. We'll see how they do here. Oh, good lord. Okay. To this day, scientists don't really know how a trombone... Oh, well. Isn't this a famously difficult classical song for any instrument? I seem to recall Flight of the Bumblebees being like a go-to very hard song for the piano. What a nightmare of a song that was. My wrist hurts from it. And my rating is surprisingly good, all things considered. Whew. God, I need a breath after that. Alright, Lizard wants William Tell. Actually, we're going for the hard songs now. Feels like it's making a mockery of classical music. Hey, they use this tune on the Animaniacs song for every president. George Washington was the first you see, he once chopped down a cherry tree. Okay, now I need to focus. Groven Cleaver really fat, elected twice as Democrat. These short ones are the doots, and it did claim this is a doot heavy one. You have no idea how distracting all those horses in the background are. They're just swaying around, blurring my vision. Ah. Tarkin Rex wants a return of Jingle Bells for his wife. Why did she lose her stuff again and she needs a song that's gonna help her jog her memory? Maybe she left her Jingle Bells in her handbag. Alright, let's do it. Cue the domestic dispute. What did you do telling all those strangers online about that? Oh, don't be mad, be festive. Laughing all the way. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. You know, the visual effects for this game is very much... graphic design is my passion tier, but... I think it works. Even the blatant Miiverse ripoff character. What a delightful game. Thank you, Kaladin. But, in case you missed it, punishment games are meant to be punishing. The only thing being punished right now is my right wrist. Easy peasy. S for... Whoa, did the game just disappear? I feel like it did just disappear. Oh, right, I think I clicked out of the game to another scene. That's been known to happen. There we go. I wonder if I can lock my cursor to the game. No, I just need to be careful. Hang on, can I unlock anything? I've got all these points. Can I use my toots on something? I got 6,600 toots. So I guess I need to buy some sacks? Uh-huh. I think I saw a tribute. I don't know if it was a steel or a statue or something to that guy. Oh god, do I have to do this for every one of them? Hey, Beethoven. You're really punching down in this. What's that? Trumpet the coward's trombone. Oh, I regret buying 10 of these now. Whoa, okay, right, so... Hooray, I've got cards, but this wasn't what I was hoping for. I was hoping for new unlocks. Baboon? Yes. Alright, so I need to awaken this with my toots, which I just wasted on cards. Alright, I'll be back. I was really hoping to unlock some new things here, but no. Right, in that case... Somebody else is asking for something, and I forget what. God knows. Through the fire and flames. Do we even have that? I'm not seeing through the fire and flames. No, not at all. Chumro once, oh Canada. Well, we did it, but we can do it again for Chumro. After all, he totally didn't submit the earlier weekly one-shot. I just forgot to remove that. Or edit it, rather. It was Vino Paolo. But hey, any excuse to thank Chumro. I know. That was amazing. And give me those toots, I need them for the baboon. Somebody mentioned Stars and Stripes. Is this it? I know what I'll be doing tomorrow instead of working, says Tarkin. Oh. Playing this one, I hope. I do not know the words for this. What a depressing tune. Is this a national anthem? Doesn't look like an American burger either. Looks like one you get in Stockholm even. Yeah, give me the kill bots. Now this is more like it, some War of the World vibes. There we go, that was so much better than Star Spangled Burgers. Nicely done. Wait, do we have God Save the King? And where's Through the Fire and Flame? Oh, yeah. Dark Young's gonna be quivering in his legs with national pride. Let's do it. Well, Kaladin submitted this, and he's the one that keeps asking for Through the Fire and Flames. I'm starting to see where the USA gets their miserable national themes from. Here's the line about crushing Scots. Through the Fire and Flames is a custom song. Ah, there we go. Figures Kaladin would give me the impossible task. Oh, I think this was also used in the Animaniacs. Let's go for it. Yeah, this song's pretty fun. Whose country is behind this? Given the background, I'm going to assume it's, well, just Bavaria, not even Germany. we go, not bad if I dare say so myself. We're blasting through these. Where's that challenge? In fact, maybe I have my my coins for the monkey by now. Yes, I'm back. I wouldn't say I played it a lot. I haven't even played for an hour. Alright, we got a lot more tooting to do. Let's do it. Ah, we can play as our new character, Polygon. Fighting Polygon team unlocked. To joy, huh? I prefer the oath to order. Right, let's go, Polygon. Hey, I can see the screen easier thanks to you. Any changes we are seeing, I just say it's the end of the century. This is end of century from DDR. Easy money. I mean, that song is exhausting, but still. Yo, S rank for sure. Not bad. Achievements unlocked. Loads of S ranks. Loads of being a music enjoyer. Lost my mouse cursor though. There it is. We're after some old MacDonald. Oh. This sounds tough. Alright, well, let's jingle all the way then. E-I-E-I-O. Old MacDonald had a farm. E-I-E-I-O. What'll be on the farm next? Oh, I'm just glad there's no monkeys on this farm. We had this before. Woo! Jings, looking at it, it didn't seem like it'd be that tough, but there we go. But it's A's and above all the way. What can I say? I'm just too damn good. Right, I reckon I'm only getting stars for S ranks. I suppose so. Alright. Rise up, my fellow Scots. You did get 2 Bs. Ah, nonsense. Oh, this is hard to play through all my tears of joy. Well, thank you for making me feel like Old Lang Syne is something I can play with my bowels. But even so, no way I'd get anything short of an S on that. Oh, it sounds cool. See, it seems like it's a very limited selection of songs here, though, and we're blasting our way through them. They don't appear to have a more difficult setting. It's a pretty neat song, I like it.
So shiny, so fair.
Oh yeah, Cherno's perfect maths class might be pretty cool with this. After all, Toho the games are only an instrument to deliver the music. Could I trombone my way through all of Subterranean Anims? I might look into that after this. It's playing the song St. James Infirmary, Jake. It's a traditional New Orleans song. Yeah, I don't know anything about music, so none of that means a thing to me. Oh, I'm running out of songs here. That sounds rough as hell. Do Gladiators next. Oh, I do love to get Gladiator. Oh, yes. Another one I'm pretty sure starred in Lemmings. I've lost my mouse cursor. Hold that thought. There it is. Oh, it disappears during the game. Okay. That's ballet. This song used to drive my mum up the wall, because it played during Bullfrog's theme park game. Oof, it's tough as hell. And I'm pretty sure they did ban the use of elephants in circuses. You know, since they had to shoot that one elephant to death after it rampaged. Hava Hawatsits? Sounds Brazilian. Yeah, take the Hawaiian elephant. Oh, it's not, it's Israelia. Oh, that was a grim performance. I don't think I'm gonna have a very favourable mortgage rate after that. Still got my toots. Actually, I still ended up getting an A. Jings. It's those rapid-fire dukes that are rough stuff. And that's not even the highest on the dukes. I swear I've heard this song before. Let's go for it. Sounds very pasta. That cover was the worst thing to have ever happened to the Jewish people. I don't know, I happened to them in Judea trouble. God, those dukes are hard. That's hard, that's so hard. Especially on my crappy mouse. Where have I heard this tune before? Okay, I am sorry, my Italian friends, for that pathetic display. Actually, no, I'm not. Bow down to me. That was really good. Great. I'll never have to pay for my pizza again. Alright, this is a big famous tune, let's do it. Yeah, for once I did not disappoint Caesar, just myself. Alright, now for the Austrians. This guy was Austrian, right? But you know how it goes. Austria gave Germany Hitler in exchange for claiming Beethoven. I feel like this would be easier on piano, and I don't even know how to play the piano. There we go. Maybe he should have stuck to just 4 pieces. Or maybe not use the Dr. Jerome naming system. Ugh. B for the ball of shame. Okay. Do we really have much left to play here? don't think anyone wants to hear that. Oh, yeah! For all the Latin X out there. Feels like I'm playing Tropico, so this is quite good. You're right, that was amazingly good. Woo, not bad at all. I rather like that. Oh hell no, I am not musically inclined user 3. Jamboree? Yeah, let's go for it. Mexico. That's close enough to Brazil to consider this Brazilian. Yeah, I've tried my hand at the... oh, we all played the... Whoa! Oh, slow down there. All played the recorder in school. I've tried the harmonica. I've got a xylophone. I was getting into that for a while, but I just... didn't feel the love for it. I'm not into music. Not particularly into listening to it or playing it. They're not being quite so tongue-in-cheek with the Mexicans as they were everyone else. Where's the equivalent to that big plate of Italian spaghetti? Things there is really not much left. An attempt to capture what it feels like to play a trombone. Yeah, sure. Lay it on me. And then I'm going to see what I can get out of my bamboo point. Not bamboo, baboon points. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking Jake's gotten really good at this. And you're right. I feel like I've heard this tune before. But I'm getting that a lot in this game. Trombone in the sky. And it makes me want to fly so high. Huh. Easy peasy. This is an original composition. You should not have heard of it before. No, not true. I've definitely heard that song somewhere. One of the most famous pieces. We'll see about that. Let's go to Mars. Oh, I wanted to spend my my boon points. After this, then. No, that's definitely a rip of something else. Must be hard getting your air between those blows. Maybe you can learn to breathe through your nose whilst you breathe out your mouth. We've got 2 lungs, right? Even super high. It's gonna be difficult going 3 days without RimWorld. I've heard the song, but I had no idea it was called Mars. And I'm certain I've heard it in a video game, so now I need to figure out which game that was. Easiest money ever. And another achievement. Receive an S score on 15 tracks. It's really all too easy. Get me over to the baboon. Come on, baboon. Oh yeah, this is a great game. I mean, I doubt it's something I'm going to spend hours and hours playing, but it's a fun experience. I don't know, how fast can we do this? Let's channel the forces of what Baron used. Yeah, that's more like it. Okay, and more, please. So is this unlocking new music for me, or just... What's a sound set? All the rings are lit, fully charged. One final awakening. We got time for a final awakening, right? Let's get those points. Ah, here we go. Is it not going to give me a... What do you think, bass, muted, or 8-bit chat? It'd be nice to have some kind of preview, but that seems like too much to ask. 8-bit, make it sound even more awful. Great idea. Right. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, this is terrible. Sounds like there's a mosquito flying around me. If I didn't really want my my toots, I would have quit out and chosen another thing for my trombone. Feels like I'm playing an electrical keyboard instead. An undeserved S, but get me out of here. Let's try bassy trombone. That's not even a song. Be a little late to ask this, but what's with all the baboons? Am I being punished for yesterday? I saved that monkey. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, get me out of there. That was awful. Also, let's, I guess, try and mute it. I hope it still makes noise. Do we have anything here that isn't terrible? Hang on, I know this one. Where have I heard you? Shut up, game. I've heard that. Yeah, maybe that is Minecraft. Sounds kind of Minecrafty, but I haven't played Minecraft in ages, and I feel like I've heard this more recently than ages ago. Well, let's ruin it with this. Where in the world is this from? I'm gonna need to find a list of all the games that use this song. Except I'm definitely gonna forget. It's by Eric Satie, the guy that made Nos. I don't know what you're saying. Ah, thank you, KW10000. Alright, that feels like I covered that in a kazoo. And I'm opening that link so I have it handy. What's this on then anyway? I'm gonna quick look through this list to see if anything jumps out at me. It's definitely not Mother 3, I didn't play that. It was on that drumming game? Maybe. Wild Arms 3? It's not impossible. Alright, Baboon. Give me the grand prize. Yeah, I did play Killer 7, but what a miserable experience that was. Ah, you played the video game a lot and unlocked a thing, the mysterious blue key. What could it mean? You know, a mysterious key would have saved my weekly one-shot earlier. But I missed it until it was too late. Does feel like there's more to do, doesn't it? Learn how the game works in excruciating detail. I'd rather not. Wait, where do we put this mysterious key anyway? Is there somewhere to insert it? Where was it? Here we go, the coward's trombone. Oh, it's a shiny. An immutable shiny. Hang on, they're all shiny. Oh, I'm getting my leg pulled here. Thought there might be somewhere secret to insert that key. Oh right, no, I want that off muted, right? Basic's the best. Running out of songs here that are actually worth playing. That's not the Are You Ready song that I'm thinking of. Oh. Cricky wants a ska bird. Let's go for it. Damn, it's got loads of doots and I'm not good with the doots. Too much rapid fire clicking for me. You must get such a sore face playing this game. Your cheeks, your lips. What a thankless instrument. Okay, getting better here. Okay, that might be my first C, because that was really bad. Or maybe I'm just too good for my own good. That is quite likely. I'm pretty sure I've played everything that I have any inclination to play here. This looks horrible, let's go for it. Lots of dooting, very hard. You ever played Persona 2 on PSP? I think I played Persona 1 and 2 for a short period, but I didn't like them. Another one the Animaniacs have definitely done. Okay, far and away the hardest song there is here. My mouse keeps drifting over off my mouse mat, and I've got a big mouse mat courtesy of Nyx. Oh, that was a nightmare. And my right hand really hurts from that one. Still not bad enough to go below the B's, though. Where's my E? Just F, D, C, B, A, S. Ah. I guess I could see if Sakura has any relation to the DDR song, but I doubt it. Something I probably should have thought about is, I wonder if this is going to face any copyright issues for the music. Feels like it's all just old classical stuff which copyright has long run out on, but I don't know. But I do know that I was too good for that song. Alright, I'm really low on songs here left to play then. Choppy Waltz. It just doesn't sound very good though. I wanted to try holding it down for a bunch of notes because the game warned me early on about my breath meter. But it hasn't really been an issue all game. Oh, doesn't seem copyright struck on any VODs I see on YouTube. That's reassuring. There we go. Wow. Okay, we have juiced out all the half-decent songs, I think. In fact, really played almost all of them. Talking about here, Max Tundra. Right, where in the world can I use this weird key thing? Where'd my cursor go? There we go. Maybe you need to have all the cards to unlock that. Alright, give me a sack. I don't know, this will take forever. Somewhere in free improvisation. Yeah, that's enough out of you. Try cooking a bunch on the bass clef card. You'll figure it out from there, apparently. I'm not going to pretend to know what a bass clef is. But maybe it'll say. That's a treble clef. That's a bass clef. Ooh. Jinx, how are you meant to figure that out? Should he not stop? Yes, he should not stop. Should he start from the beginning? No, he should not. Not yes. Do you not want me to not repeat, or shall I not simply continue? Should he not start from the beginning? Yes, he should not start from the beginning. Okay, great. Just let me throw away my my toots. Wait, turds? How do I get turds? How indeed does one get turds? Build a card. Sadly, you don't have enough turds. Turd cards of your own, yeah, okay. Ew. That is nasty. Is this some kind of quick turd button? Okay, well I should have enough turds to unlock something here. Glenn Miller didn't deserve that. I don't think he chose to be here, did he? Oh, that is just not right. Oh, jeez. Right, we'll get one more load of turd out of this and we'll try out our new sound. I should have some more duplicates for this, right? Yeah, of course I do. Bye-bye, Roswell. Farewell, Arthur Pryor. And there's my turds. Okay, I can't do the same with the treble clef. Yes, yes, enough out of you. Let me just do my Shrek into here. That would be a nasty, nasty prank to pull on a tromboner or any brass wind instrument player. Right, let's use our 10,000 fists here. It already sounds gassy. Alright, we're gonna do 2 more songs, because we're already over the 2-hour mark. Two more. What'll they be, chat? That Danube song, I'm gonna need a better description than in... I'm not saying anything about Danube here. Blue Danube. There we go. And I think we'll do a gassy version of O Canada. Thinking about it, Young, have you ever had a game come up in the Misery Marathons that you've ended up playing more of your own volition? Either on stream or off? Because there's probably been a dozen or so punishment games for me that's happened. I'd have to check the list, but fortunately I maintain a good list. Lifeline, he spends his Sundays screaming at her. Apparently I'm an S-god. A god, you say? Sounds about right. Alright, let's get gassy for O Canada. Unless it's really Shrek'd here. Ew. Might have to rethink my trip to Canada after this. Well, that was vile. But, I couldn't leave it at that, could I? We have to know what's going on with that baboon. Let's go and get our last craps. Or turds there are, right? So, we're going to fast buy everything we can. Oh. Well, that was faster, granted, but give me all the ones I can get, quickly. What was a black-eyed baboon? Okay, I thought maybe I'd have to click on you for something fancy. Alright, let's get as many turds as we can then. Ew. That's just vile. Okay, there's plenty of turrets, let's go. Ah, what? We can now play as a baboon. Oh, what we want... We need one more batch of turds. Okay, I think we can squeeze that out. Turd you. Yeah, I was thinking that the moment it left my mouth. Sell sword. What's a man to do? Just sell everything. No, if I end up coming back to this game and wanting to complete my collection. Alright, we got what we need. Let's go back to the base clef. Some kind of symbol on that key. What could it mean? What could it mean? Oh, it's just a monkey mask. I thought it would be a full-on monkey. So... This hurts so much. Oh, that. Thou must embody and fully ally themselves with Babby. But how is Babby formed? Okay, I think that's quite enough of that. 2 hours is probably the perfect length of time to play this game for, because boy, my right arm is in, maybe not pain, but it's certainly a taxing game. Even if you're not using it for the clicking. Sometimes I use my left hand for it, sometimes the right. Either way though, fun wee game. Complete failure as a punishment game unless you, the audience, hated that, because a punishment game, as I often say, should be at least one of 3 things. Horrible for me to play, horrible for you to watch, or extremely difficult. And I wouldn't say this was particularly difficult. I mean, sure, the hard songs are hard, but all in all, not too tricky a game. And I had good fun with it. And Vane Williams says it was pretty punishing. But Parappa says it was a wonderful time. And if there's not consensus, how can we believe in that? Anyway, game, quiet down a bit. That was not the game. That's the game. Okay, I mean, not that I have much to say at this point. That's it for me for streaming for this week. I take my usual Monday and Tuesday off, and I'll be back with probably DDR and definitely RimWorld on Wednesday. But that's assuming that I can last until Wednesday without any RimWorld. I don't know. It's got its teeth in me pretty deep. We'll see if I can last.